Good morning, Folsom High. It's Wednesday, September 20th, and this is your news. I'm Sanders.
And I'm not Tom Cruise. Hey, that rhymed. We have upcoming look at the Folsom Renaissance Fair, as well as the weather.
Before we get to that, please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance. Ready? Begin.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Here's the news. Tomorrow night, come out for some delicious ice cream at Leatherby's in Folsom and help to support the PTSA. Tomorrow, from 5 to 11 p.m., Leatherby's will donate 20% of their sales to the Folsom High School PTSA. The PTSA provides many of the extras and important additions to our campus, so help them help you by bringing your friends and family to Leatherby's on Iron Point Road tomorrow evening.
This Friday, a senior assembly in the theater, 1st through 3rd periods. Seniors will be missing periods 1 through 3 and potentially part of 4th this Friday for the assembly. Seniors, please remember to check in with your first period class for attendance before you go to the assembly. All seniors need to leave their backpacks in the first period class if they have one. Otherwise, they will leave them in the theater lobby. If a student has an open 1st or 2nd period, they are encouraged to come to the assembly at 8:30 a.m. If they arrive after 8:30, but before the end of 3rd period, they can go directly to the theater. That's senior assembly this Friday.
Are you interested in government and lawmaking? Then check out the Youth and Government Delegation. Y&G is a YMCA-run program where participants receive a role in the state government and attend statewide conferences with delegations from all over California to fulfill their role. Youth and Government is an excellent opportunity for high schoolers, whether they're interested in arts, STEM, or a career in law and policy. Y&G allows students to explore career paths, hold statewide and local leadership positions, and create networks across California. Delegates also may have opportunities to complete community service hours and is an excellent addition to college applications. The delegation draws students from all over the greater Sacramento area and meets on Thursdays from 6:30 to 8 p.m. in room B3 at Oak Ridge High School. Follow the link or the QR code for more information and to register for Youth in Government.
The annual Folsom Renaissance Fair and Jousting Tournament is returning this weekend.
For over 30 years, the Renaissance Fair has been bringing a bit of fun and history to the Folsom Zoo Park and the rodeo grounds.
Last year, we sent a reporter to see what it was all about. As a preview for this weekend's fair, here's a look back at last year's event.
Back in September, I had the pleasure of going to the Folsom Renaissance Fair. It's a yearly event here, and people from all over come to join in on the festivities. There was entertainment, activities, and many different vendors. There are people selling swords and knives, dresses and tunics, and even little knickknacks to put on your shelves. There was a lot to do and see, like people in full armor doing combat. And performances of all sorts. But the big event is always the joust. It is a very exciting sport and very violent, but that's part of the fun. My favorite part, though, was seeing all the costumes. There were costumes ranging from historical to fantastical, from the ancient past to the far future. It was very fun to see the different costumes everyone came up with, and it was fun to dress up myself. My friends and I had an awesome time, so if you have the desire to join in next year, I promise you won't be disappointed.
The Renaissance Fair is this Saturday and Sunday in the park next to the Folsom Zoo. In other news, are you passionate about making a difference in the world? Joining Folsom High School's UNICEF Club is your gateway to global impact. Through exciting projects, events, and fundraisers, you'll help provide clean water, education, healthcare, and more to children in need. UNICEF is an internationally recognized club and also offers many diverse volunteer opportunities. To register, scan the QR code and fill out the Google form by October 4th.
Juniors and seniors, are you intrigued by the world of law enforcement and curious about the FBI's inner workings? Here's an exciting opportunity for you. The FBI Teen Academy is now accepting applications for a one-day event that promises to be both educational and eye-opening. This is your chance to get an exclusive glimpse into the fascinating world of the FBI. Application deadline is October 6th at 5 p.m. Application forms are available at the College and Career Center.
The FHS peer tutoring list is now available in the counseling office, on the counseling website, and on the Student Hub. If you need help, reach out to one of your peer tutors on the list for $15 an hour. Please contact Mr. A in counseling for any questions or for more information.
It's finally beginning to cool down a little, and the fall equinox is this Saturday, September 23rd.
Let's check in with Noah in the Weather Center to see what we can expect for the first day of fall.
Happy Wednesday, Bulldogs. Here's your weather for this week. Starting with the 7-day, it's finally starting to cool down. Expect a high of 86 and a low of 81. As the week progresses, we'll see temperatures stay in the 80s at this weekend and into next week. Looking at the big map, we've got temps ranging from the low 70s to mid 80s throughout the Sacramento Valley. 75 in Placerville and up to 85 in Sacramento today. Up in the Sierras, it's significantly cooler with low temps ranging from mid 60s to low 50s. That's all for the weather report. Make sure you get outside and get some sunshine this weekend. Back to you guys.
Thanks, Noah. In sports, today all cross-country athletes need to be released at 2:40 p.m. to attend their first Sierra Foothill League meet. Also, girls golf is on the links against Granite Bay today, and girls volleyball is away at Whitney High School. Tomorrow, girls golf and tennis are away, as well as freshman football, who will face De La Salle in Concord tomorrow night. Friday are the big games for JV and varsity football against De La Salle here at home in the stadium.
And that's it for today. We'll be back tomorrow at Pause with some short films.
Shout out to Miss Chalmers and her third period class. And no, we will never split up the Pledge of Allegiance, but thank you for your request. Until then, let's make it a great day to be a Bulldog.
You don't have to back here.
Hello everyone, I am Maxine Nagana, and these are some of the highlights of my trip back to the Philippines. For the first week or so in our vacation, we tried to spend time with family. We went to places such as Uslup and Boracay, just to name a few. At Uslup, we stayed for a few days, exploring around the area and swimming with the whale sharks. We were prohibited from deliberately touching the animals, but some did get close to us. Next, we flew to Boracay and stayed there for a couple of days. When we made our way to the actual beach, the waters were crystal clear and blue. It almost didn't feel real at all. Afterwards, I took a reprieve at the house of one of my cousins to do a hangout and sleepover. We had fun and learned so much more about one another to make up for the years of being apart. In the limited time we had left on our trip, we visited a vendor building called Carbon Market, and they offered goods, savory delicacies, and entertainment. For us, we ate tuslubua, translated as to dip in bubbles, and scallops. And finally, we took a visit to Basilica Minore del Santo Niño and Magellan's Cross with the same cousin, and we traded some pictures to see the difference 6 years later. The trip was a magical experience that I'll never truly forget. That concludes the presentation. Thank you for your time and attention.
My name is Ian Bailey, and I'm going to be telling you about my trip to the coast of Oregon over the summer. I went to many different places along the Oregon coast, and these are some of them. The first place I went to was Drift Creek Falls, which is a waterfall and suspension bridge in the Oregon forest. Next, I went to Depot Bay, home of the world's smallest harbor. It is a very popular place for whale watching, and we saw some whales while we were there. Another thing I did there was visit the tide pools and lighthouse of the Yaquina Head Outstanding Natural Area. Established in 1837, the Yaquina Head Lighthouse is the tallest lighthouse on the Oregon coast at 93 feet tall. There are tide pools at Cobble Beach, which is just down the path from the lighthouse. Lastly, we went to the Evergreen Aviation Museum and saw the Spruce Goose, Titan rocket, Apollo 11 capsule, and a bunch of other planes from different eras. Those are the places I went to over my summer. I really enjoyed this trip and hope that I can go again.
Hi, my name is Aaron, and I'm going to talk about Deion Sanders, who is called Prime Time, and he's the best corner to play football. Deion Sanders dominated in football through all his life and played in the NFL for 14 years. Deion Sanders was the best corner who played football and baseball. Deion Sanders would hit home runs and score a touchdown, making him the first player to do this in a week. He was a two-sport athlete who played both football and baseball professionally. Sanders was known for his speed and agility on the field, which made him a dominant force in both sports. He was also known for his versatility as a player, as he could play multiple positions on the field. Sanders was a cornerback who was played for several times during his career, including the Atlantic Falcons, San Francisco 49ers, Dallas Cowboys, Washington Redskins, and Baltimore Ravens. Sanders' speed and agility made him one of the best cornerbacks in NFL history. He was known for his ability to shut down opposing receivers and for his ability to make big plays when it mattered most. Sanders' versatility as a player made him one of the most exciting players to watch on the field. Thank you for listening.
Hello, my name is Grace. This summer I started my trip to Taiwan on July 3rd, and I arrived on the 4th, my birthday. I lived in an apartment near Taipei 101, one of the world's tallest buildings with 101 floors. It is a popular destination for tourists. When traveling through the island, I went to many cat cafes. I believe that cats are very underrated. Believe it or not, all cats have different personalities. I went to a place in the mountains where cats inhabited the whole place. In Taiwan, there are many pet stores. A street near the apartment I lived in was basically dedicated to pet stores. All the animals there were very adorable and looked happy. The food in Taipei was excellent, whether I got it from a $60 buffet or from a local stall. After 2 weeks in Taiwan, my sister and I flew to Tokyo. The first place we went to was a popular shopping area for tourists. Then the next day, we drove to a hotel in another city. We ate dinner at the dining area that had an amazing view of Mount Fuji. After heading back to the city, my sister and I went to Disneyland. Besides the fact that it was around 101 degrees outside, everything was amazing and so magical. On our last day in Japan, we went on a hike where we had to walk up hundreds of stairs to reach the main area. Being able to see Tokyo from a high perspective was certainly memorable. Staying in Asia for more than 1 month really taught me a lot about my own culture and background. Thank you for listening.
Hello viewers, my name is Jamari Lewis, and today I will be telling you about my day for National Cinema Day. Sunday, August 27th was National Cinema Day, a day where in celebration of movies and cinema as a whole, movie theaters make the price of their tickets cheaper than usual, at the total price of $4 a ticket. After getting some cleaning done that day, my mother treated me to a hibachi takeout place near my aunt's house. I got a beef yakisoba, and my mom and I split a Hawaiian sushi roll plate. Afterwards, my aunt took me and my cousins to Fun Zone Arcade. They had a lot of games to choose from, like skee ball, an assortment of racing games, and more. I ended up spending the whole time playing pinball. Once we were done with that, there were some food trucks outside. I saw a truck for a bubble cone ice cream, which looked really good, so naturally I got one. I ended up getting a bubble cone with vanilla ice cream, whipped cream, and Fruity Pebbles sprinkled on top. When we finished our outing, my mom wanted to try out a vegetarian spot near my aunt's place for dinner. So, me and the family went. They had many options to pick, but I decided to get the vegetarian orange chicken with rice and a side of fried tofu, which was surprisingly really good. Then it was finally movie time. Me and my family arrived at the movie theater and got our tickets for the movie. We decided to see Blue Beetle, and since my cousin is a huge Blue Beetle and Cobra Kai fan, he was naturally excited for the movie. After purchasing the tickets, we headed inside to the concession line and got some snacks. I bought a medium bag of kettle popcorn and a pineapple Fanta. I forgot to take pictures of my snacks when I got them, so enjoy the sight of an empty bottle and a half-eaten bag. That was my day for National Cinema Day. Thank you very much for watching and have a good day.